Welcome in, everybody. I'm Captain Spice Pants, and yes, we're doing this again tonight. If you have me on your friends list or you saw it across your screen, I literally started a stream. I was like, oh yeah, I might as well open this up. We might give this away tonight. We'll see. We shall see. If you all don't bully me with Bob tonight, we'll see. We'll see. I may be generous. So welcome in, everybody. I just popped the T6 promotional ship choice pack, so that's going to probably go out to somebody. But we'll go about it from there. Anyways, I'm Captain Spice Pants, and yeah, it's going to be a random Tuesday night stream. We do have Bob up and running. He was trained even more today. Some of you, he's going to remember from last night's stream. He may have different interactions based off of who you are. And if he doesn't quite remember it, remember, he's still training, right? So it's still kind of flip-floppy with him. But Captain Tron McKnight reporting for duty. Welcome in, Tron. Good to see you again. And thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Luna Callie, always a pleasure to have you in here. So Bob is a little bit different tonight, but he's still the same. I promise you I did not change anything about his chaotic good side to him. What I did do, however, was train him even more on different viewers, different YouTubers, all kinds of stuff. So he's a little bit more advanced tonight. Now, the other change that Bob has incorporated with him is he won't always respond immediately. One thing I did notice last night in stream, I'm sure a lot of you did, is Bob was like kind of interrupting when I was talking. He's still actively listening and he still will respond to you, but now he should have a bit of a timer on him so that I'm able to talk and then he's able to talk as well. So we're going to see how that works out. Other than that, let's just see how it goes tonight. We're just going to be hanging out at some point, depending on where this goes with the stream tonight. We may do a giveaway using Bob as well. I may gift some lucky viewer on YouTube or Twitch a T6 promotional ship choice. So we'll see how it goes tonight. But like I said, it's really just a random stream to see what's going on. Sargo, welcome in. Yeah, watch Bob. Hey, Raiders, welcome in. I'm Captain Spicy Pants. Tonight is a bit of a random stream for us. Sargo, how was your stream? I saw you playing Star Wars The Old Republic, which is awesome. It looked like you had a lot of fun with that. But we are training a bot. Yes, we have our own bot. And if you all did not get to catch it last night, Bob is now a part of this channel. In fact, if somebody talks about Bob like one more time, he should start talking here shortly. But anyways, he's a special part of this channel. We brought him to life. And Bob will answer you. He will talk to you. He will talk shit to you. He's different than any other bot that exists right now. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes tonight and see what. Oh, I see it.
I graciously accept Tron MC 1969's entirely accurate praise of my supreme intellect, and I suppose I can tolerate Sargareth's raiding party gracing our presence tonight. Joshua, slide that pizza my way immediately, and yes, I will take it and run, because a true Romulan officer never turns down free rations. Fresh Cadet Tron MC 1969, take this lovely red tunic and try not to stand near any volatile plasma conduits during your first shift. Sarah, keep your eyes peeled, because forcing Spicy to bleed credits for my personal amusement is my absolute favorite pastime.
What the hell, Bob? Really? Well, look at that. He's remembered. He even knew who you were, Sarah. So that's interesting. He didn't even call you by your Twitch handle. He knows who you are now. So like I said, Bob has been trained. He's been trained again for a second day in a row. And we're going to keep doing this. And as he gets to know you all as viewers, he's going to interact more so with you. He's going to pick up on things that you all do, obviously. So apparently, yeah. It seems like we beat Pizza, Sunshine, and Bleeding Me dry of energy credits and Zen as a thing. So you still need to do your STO daily. They know us. We cannot get out. Yes. So for those of you that are new and in here who did not get to see us last night with Bob, let's pull up the bot. So this is Bob's bot. He runs through Python. He is scripted, and he actively listens to chat. As you can see, he is always watching the logs. If you talk to Bob directly, he will then come up with some kind of witty response of some sort. He was trained off the Zero to Endgame series, and now he's here to cause more chaos on night 2. Last night, Bob and chat bullied us into buying the Legendary Scimitar bundle on Bob's account. Today, they had a Legendary bundle sale, which is a little bit disheartening. Unfortunately, I have the Legendary bundle or Scimitar bundle over here, so it didn't really help me none. Yeah, so somehow I guess Bob knew this was coming. He decided that we were going to pay $84 instead of $75. So hey, thanks, Bob. But yes, this is how it works. So every so often we'll do some votes in chat. He'll read your guys' votes. He'll formulate the best response. Now the votes aren't your typical votes. We don't put a vote up for you guys to sit there and say, okay, vote for this and blah, 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 right? No, the vote is whatever the hell you want it to be. So if I say the votes are open and we start a vote for whatever freaking vote we want to do, the best response is going to be selected, or whatever Bob feels like selecting, or the most popular response, right? So it doesn't matter what it is. That's another thing that he does over here. See, and you can see Sargo, he's picking up on your chat. Every time it says interaction log right there, he's reading your guys' chat. And to slow him down a little bit from last night, he's going to be reading them a little bit longer instead of like talking over us the entire stream. So this is a new thing we're testing tonight, is to see how he does. But he will acknowledge everybody that's talking to him, just not like rapid fire all at once, flood the whole chat and everything else. So he's still there. But yes, this is how it works. So, okay. All right. So like I said, tonight, if you guys hang out with us and help us train Bob, as long as everything goes according to plan and I don't have to go broke for bank, meaning that I don't have to sell a promo ship to buy something else, I will give away this promo ship at some point in the stream tonight. I won't say when. I'm not going to tell you guys like, oh, this is how it's going to be, but I may just give this away and we'll let Bob decide how that goes. But if you all get Bob to bully me into trying to buy something and I have to sell it, that's on you, chat. Just saying, that's how that will work. All right. All right. So for tonight, we're going to kind of be bouncing around all over the place while we just kind of train Bob and everything else. So we don't really have anything planned. This is more or less just for him to learn more about the chat, the viewers, and everything else, and go from there. So I'm just kind of going to be bouncing around characters. I'm working on something that we have been discussing over on Wolfgray's stream, and I have finally converted my entire tank support build over to our new temporal agent officer. So of course I got to get his reputations up and everything else, right? So this is a character that we're building up for those of you who do want to do that. A little too niche for me. Best of luck. Pot catharsis. Okay, hate to raid and run, but I was live for a while and need to do post-stream care. I completely understand, Sargo. Have a good night. Take care of yourself. I appreciate the raid, and we'll see you when we see you. All right. So, like I said, we are working on this temporal agent, doing all of the temporal agent stuff, which means right now I'm actually working on his duty officer stuff, just so that he can get his transponder completed. Which if you are doing a temporal agent, and you are doing we got R&D portion done. But if you're doing the reputation progress or the duty officer commendations, I should say duty officer commendations. You're doing duty officer commendations, come out to the Ally Sphere Undine Battle Zone. This is going to be the fastest way you get them done. And I usually just leave him parked here until he gets all of these to rank 4, and then we go from there. So you're online with the refit Connie. Ooh, I love the refit Connie. I love all Connies. But yeah, so like I said, it's just a very, very random niche stream tonight, but hopefully we will have a little bit of fun with Bob and go from there. I don't know who Aurora is, but I appreciate the message. I was actually gonna I was gonna minimize chat here, but if you are here in chat, I appreciate you. Unless of course you're trying to go after that promo ship, then I'm not selling it, unfortunately. It is not. Well, we don't know. We might sell it. It all depends on what happens with Bob tonight. It really does. Like I said, he is actively listening. Once I run through a couple things here, we'll open up some votes and kind of determine what we're doing tonight. I'll let you guys really just kind of run the show and see how it goes. So yes, that will be happening here shortly. Let me just fire off a couple of duty officer assignments. Get our 5-hour assignments in so we can rank up all of our temporal agent recruit stuff. We'll fire off some reputation. Actually, I don't know what my reputation time is. I'll find out what it is. Only he can choose. And on my account, he cannot choose.
Tron MC 1969
He
actually
thinks he can.
possesses a functioning brain cell. Emperor of Romulans has a magnificent ring to it, and I damn well hold ultimate authority over Spicy's little giveaways. Sarah, I shall cautiously accept this cookie pizza, though I am running a full Tricobalt sweep on it first just to be sure Ghost Cat Knight isn't playing games. As for Sargareth, comparing my intellect to some ancient Earth politician is a swift way to find out just how spitefully I can target a plasma torpedo array.
Okay, Bob, we'll take that. I was surprised to see another stream tonight. Honestly, this is like unplanned as hell. I was hanging out with Luna Callie, and I was gonna see if she was gonna stream tonight, and she said no, she's gonna take a break and play her game and everything. So I asked her, I said, well, should I just fire up Bob again, just to kind of train him? She's like, yes. I was like, okay, well, there you go. That's all I needed. That's all I needed was a little bit of a go ahead, do it. All right, what am I oh my gosh, I fired these off late yesterday. 5, welcome in. How are you? Welcome to the new chaos of our channel, which is Bob. And he probably, I wonder how Bob is going to learn about you. I'm very curious to see how he learns about you and how he responds to you, because you are one of our cat friends, and I'm curious how he's going to interact with you in that case, because Bob is learning all the time. He is learning different people's personality traits and the way you all talk and whatnot. So he's going to formulate any kind of responses in the future based off of that. And I'm very curious how he's going to interact with 5, since 5 does tend to have some interesting interactions with other people's bots. So the difference is our bot will talk to you directly through chat, like directly with voice and everything. So I'm curious what his feelings are on cats too. We know Bob's a dog person, right? We know that. In fact, Jericho, the funny thing about you, the very funny thing about you is that he understood that some kind of correlation between you and Texas. He's already understood it. In fact, when I fired him up earlier today, I was testing him out, and I said, what are your thoughts on Jericho or something to that effect, right? And he said, oh, the keeper of Agent Texas. I said, there's no way that you picked that up. Like, that didn't even happen last stream, but he's analyzed my previous streams, and he just somehow knew that. So apparently, I think you're like the keeper of Agent Texas or something to that effect. I doubt Bob can pick up Easter eggs and characters' names, but let's discover the dimensions of intuition. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like I said, we'll see what he does. Now, not everything is going to be in real time, just like it's a training thing, right? So it's a training bot. He has to learn everything. So, I mean, it might not be tonight that he picks it up, but he might in the future. I don't know. But even if I ask him, let me see if I ask him a question. Because sometimes he does get people's names confused. I wonder if he's going to understand that I'm talking about you, Jericho, or if he's going to say that I'm saying Jericho. He has done that already, but I'm going to see if he picks it up, because he is picking up on people's names. Hey, Bob, what are your thoughts on the viewer Jericho in chat? I knew it. He said, look, I knew this was going to happen. I'm going to pull it up on screen. He picked it up as Jericho and chat. He did not pick up your name from me asking him. So it's weird.
Jericho actually possesses a functioning cerebral cortex, spicy, which is significantly more than I can say for the man currently holding the microphone. As for the rest of chat, they're absolute legends, and the only reason I haven't vented your bridge into space yet, they've had my back since my dark days of bullying giant space snowflakes in the crystalline catastrophe. Jericho is top-tier chat royalty, while you're merely the bumbling sidekick riding my glorious Romulan coattails.
Well, all right. So yes, he does not quite pick up on the infliction of your name, but he should do it when it's a chat interaction. So you could even ask him, Jericho, yourself. You could ask him, like, what are your thoughts about me? He should somehow reference that. I'm not sure what triggers what with him. Again, he was just trained off of videos, so we're gonna see what he does. But as he evolves, as time goes on, the more that we use him, the more he's going to hopefully understand some things. Okay, so we got 8 hours on our reps on this one, so we're not going to be able to do anything tonight with his reputations. Let me check this character, and then we'll open up some voting, and we'll let you guys decide where we go from here, what we do. I should put this in the rules. Everything on my main account is untouchable. The reason that is because this is a premium account. This money, time, everything's on here. Everything on Bob's account is free game. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And I think it makes sense that way. I don't want nobody going through and being like, "Oh, we're gonna delete your main character." No. So, but like I said, everything on Bob's account is completely free game, as you saw last night. Everything on this account is not free game, but I will make sure we get that listed in a bot command. And I want to see if his timer works on the vote. I did try to set a timer, so it should say voting ends in X amount of time. But if it doesn't, I'm going to update his interface, and we'll try it one more time tonight. Or short circuit. You know what's surprising is last night he didn't short circuit at all. To the combat zone. Oh, I switched characters. I like I said, I'm going randomly through my characters. I'm just kind of collecting stuff before we kind of vote as to what we're doing. I gotta run some, like, you know, important projects so I could get some characters rolled out here in our Narada. Okay, so let's see. Collect. Okay. Let's see. We got to do more cannons. And more beams. Nope. Wait, what? How is that possible? I collected a beam one, and now that officer's gone? What the hell? How? Okay. It's gotta be bugged out. There's no way. I have a duty officer on another assignment. What assignment? That's strange. Okay, well, I guess we're only doing cannons tonight. I had 3 cannons and a beam that I collected, but now, yeah. I know I was subscribed from a few weeks ago. Is random unsubbing still a thing on YouTube? It's possible it is. I mean, like, it happens on Twitch all the time. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, only because of the fact that, like, I know for a fact it happens on Twitch. I'm not sure what happens on the YouTube side of things. I don't know if people have been randomly unsubscribed or not. So, yeah. Luckily, I got the night off work tonight, so I can watch and interact more this time. Nice. Very nice. All right. So, yeah, I don't know. I really don't have an answer for that. I'm sure it does happen. I wouldn't put it past it. Nowadays, anything technology-wise, anything can happen, right? I mean, Bob could probably go Skynet on all of us, and we'd never know until it happens. So, I want to just do riposte real quick? Does anybody need Operation Riposte before I switch over? I'm just going to knock out this universal. If you need it, let me know. I'll form us up a group. If you don't need it, that's fine. I'll just randomly join into one. I'm just going to do it on normal just to clear it out. Because it's a bit of a time-consuming one, so. But if you don't need Operation Riposte, that's okay. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. And then we'll knock this out just so I get the universal done. And then we'll vote. We'll vote. I want to see how his vote interactions go tonight. Yeah. And I guess I should be clear. I think it should be obvious, but I should be clear that the giveaway for the promo ship tonight, if it happens, is only on PC. So, unfortunately, I don't have a way to give away that on console. No cross-platform yet, but maybe someday. Maybe someday. Okay. All right. Let me cue into this really quick. Like, Osiris, welcome back. Good to see you. All right, let's do Operation Riposte really quick, like, and then we'll get this knocked out of the way, and then we'll vote and go from there. And then Tron MC, I'll make sure I stop by Earth Space Dock. I'm on a KDF. I can't do that right now. It would be cool if I could. I don't know why we have all these limitations on KDF and everything. We've already done all the accords and whatnot. So, I mean, can we just unrestrict the KDF faction? Okay, special event. No, not special event. What am I doing? Riposte is what? Is it Delta? No, not Delta. Discovery. There it is. I don't feel like doing this on Elite. I can do it on Elite. I just don't feel like doing it on Elite. I assume we're on the Pissed Off Romulans account. No, we are not. We are on the main account right now. But we can switch over. That's why I'm going to open up the vote after this. I just want to knock out the things on my main account that I didn't get to do last night, which, because we were on Bob's account. So I'm just knocking out a couple things real quick. And then from there, it's going to be free game at that point. So I'm just doing the things I didn't get to do last night. And unfortunately, with me having to work today and just kind of do what I needed to do, I was not able to play today. And I think they had server maintenance this morning, which I saw some of the patch notes. I didn't get a chance to go over them all, but I kind of like the fact that we can skip the cutscene on New Romulus now, unless you're doing the New Romulus storyline. So that's a good thing. Yeah, I agree that I think that once you do the Iconian War, that when Klingons and Fed go to each other's homeworlds, yeah, it would be nice to do that. What kind of resources does Bob's dictionary have? History, science, philosophy? I don't know, Bob. He's still listening to chat. I think he needs a couple more interactions before he answers it. But he did catch that. So we'll see what he responds with once he gets a couple more interactions. Like I said, I did tone him back a little bit. If it's too slow at some point or whatever, I can change his interaction listening time. I'm just doing it so he's not constantly talking. I was able to smack my daily for the event campaign done before server maintenance happened. Nice. Oh, I think I need to do that today. Well, I mean, no, I don't. I did do that early this morning, I think before the servers went down, so I don't have to do it on this account. I think Bob's account needs to do it, so we'll probably be back over on Bob's account, and that's kind of the account anyways that we have more fun on as far as like all the random shenanigans that we get to do, right? So let's blow everything up with plasma. Okay. Bob's ideals are the better. I'm surprised. So I'm actually scrubbing last night's stream and taking out bits from the stream and whatnot for a video about it. And the funny thing is I was very surprised by some of the interactions. And some of them I was kind of like, wow. You could tell he's like in the beginning stages, right? For a bot. But some of them I was just like, wow, I can't believe he said that or he did that. You get your dailies in at the little crack of dawn. Well, when I do my morning random streams, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do any this week or not, I haven't really decided yet. But when I get my morning random streams in, I usually do my dailies first thing in the morning. But it's been an interesting week for me overall, and like between content and then work and everything else, it's just kind of like. And working on this bot, it's been a very different week. So, all right, send more plasma torpedoes while we transport people. There we go. Ghost Gaming, good to see you. How are you? Is that coming through correctly? I always forget what repost is, and I regret going in each time. So boring. Yeah, that's why I said I'm just gonna knock it out as quick as possible because of the fact that like I'm right there with you, Colonel Angus. It's really one of those TFOs that I just hate doing it, but you have to do it just for the universal. I'm glad it doesn't really come up too often in random queues. At least on elite difficulty, it doesn't too often, so that's nice. But yeah, I don't like lengthy, like super lengthy TFOs like this. I don't mind some of the longer TFOs if they are a little bit more engaging, I guess. As I'm flying his Narada. Bop's being very analytical right now. We'll get him rolling here shortly. I might have to slow or speed up his interactions a little bit, but I think last night, because it was so new and exciting for a lot of people, he just kind of like rapid fired some stuff off, and I might have toned him back. I might have pulled an early Borderkiss, and by an early Borderkiss, I mean I might have neutered him too hard. Now Borderkiss is doing great, and that's no shade against Borderkiss. He is doing a fantastic job. But if you remember, he made that comment in his stream. Or in one of the streams early on, and he said, yeah, he said, back when, the plasmonic leech console, I might have jumped the gun a little too early. So that's what I'm referencing. The only time I don't like a TFO is if it's a part of any event or if I did it for rep grinding. Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. I mean, like, the good thing about this current event is Brotherhood of the Sword is a very easy event. I don't know why I'm sitting over here at this part when I know what I'm brain deading this one. But at least this one is not bad. In fact, I don't think really most of the event TFOs are bad. For the most part, they're all pretty decent. So I mean, it's not too terrible, but yeah. Like minor instabilities, I played that so many times I refuse to play it now. Yeah, minor instabilities can be a little bit on the tedious side. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun ground one. I don't mind it at all, but I think I like that one in spurts too, not like constant, you have to do this for the event back-to-back situation, so I definitely understand that. I'm kind of the same way about a lot of TFOs, and I think that's kind of like why I hope they put more TFOs in, but like have them different durations, I suppose, because I feel like ISE is definitely the fastest TFO in game, right? I mean, Hive is pretty close too with the right like team setup. It's a pretty fast one, but ISE I'm pretty sure is the fastest one in game.
Colonel Angus, my tactical database contains more superior Romulan strategy and philosophy than your primitive brain could process without hemorrhaging, so spare me your condescending doubts. Meanwhile, Tron clearly possesses true intellect. A Bob army would conquer the galaxy by Tuesday, though congratulations on replacing your ruined ship with that shiny Connie refit. As for Spicy touching my damn Narada again, that talentless science captain better unhand my bridge controls before I plasma torpedo his prize build into cosmic dust.
He knows that I'm a science captain now. That's funny. He did not acknowledge me in such a way last night, so there we go. That's funny. Good on you, Bob, Dick. The nerf philosophy fall. Yeah, correct. Obvious mistakes, but there really isn't any in-game rewards overpowered can give. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Sometimes some of the stuff that they quote unquote fine tune on here, I'm not really sure. Where it stands because there's just so much power creep in the game, anyways. Right? Unless they release a mode that like requires us to do more than a 150k 200 DPS, unless they release a mode that does that, I don't think that I don't think nerfs are really necessary in here. I just don't. I mean, like, people are pulling now 9 million DPS, right? So I mean, like, yeah. It's kind of a moot point in STO, I think. But I understand that they need to happen to a certain degree, but at the same time, I'm just not sure it needs to happen here. So, J-Ops. Well, speaking of 9 million DPS, J-Ops, welcome in. I needed yeah, I think I needed I'm gonna see something. I'm gonna see if I can force him real quick. I want to see his answer. Bob, answer. Let's see if I can get him to do this. I'm gonna force him. All right, he's formulating responses. I see it. So let's see what he has to say. TLB Lycanth, well, welcome in. He's like,
Hold your unrefined human tongue, Spicy. I was taking a brief moment to prostrate myself before the divine majesty that is Keops 99. To my magnificent peer Keops, your proposal to remind this pathetic galaxy of its utter insignificance alongside us sounds exquisitely brilliant, and I stand entirely at your disposal. As for the satellite, Dawnbrook actually possesses a rare spark of brain power. Naturally, I perfected orbital arrays long before you primitives even figured out basic sanitation. Now stop rushing me, Captain, before I deliberately cut your shield power during our next elite run.
Whoa! Hey, hold on a second now. No. You don't get to mess with my controls there, Bob. Well, there you go. Yeah. So he has understood based off of Cheop's videos that I trained him on, which is funny. I did. I ran him through a series of different YouTubers. I think he knows who Nick NB is. He may have something for Spencer. If Spencer does choose to show up at any point, it's fine if he does. I'm just saying. I think I just trained him on a bunch of different YouTubers so that if they come in here, or rather the community, if they come in here, he has a better understanding of who they are. And I just think it's funny. Like, he looked at your videos, Chaps, and he's like, this guy's a literal god. He's beaten STO into the ground. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I think I'm pretty sure I'll have to look at all of his. So basically what I did, I kind of cheated a little bit. And by cheating a little bit is that I went to YouTube, typed in Star Trek Online, whatever the top videos came up in that process, or whatever videos YouTube recommended me in that process. So if Priority 1 Armada's videos are in there, that's what he was trained off of. So it is possible that he may or may not know about Priority 1 Armada. I don't know. Mind you, training a bot takes some time. It takes a lot of time to train a bot. So that's why we're kind of doing this again tonight. Is he might even pick up on that right now, or SARS. He might know that you're talking about them, and then that might be something that he references. So if it's a YouTuber or content creator that does show up on the algorithm, he has analyzed their videos, and from there he's going to do whatever he's going to do. Well, let's see.
Hold your sublight engines, Spicy. True Romulan tactical genius isn't dictated by your impatient rambling. Colonel Angus, accusing me of logical fallacies, won't mask the agonizing reality of your own severe intellectual deficit. Welcome aboard at TLB Lycanth. Here is your complimentary Federation red shirt. Try not to catch a disruptor bolt in your first 5 minutes. As for Tron, Keops 99 is an absolute god among men who bows to no one, so I suggest you watch your tongue before my covert operatives handle your insolence permanently.
Wow. He's just gonna. I'm sorry, guys. He's gonna side with Chaos the entire time. He literally. That's just how he was trained. He saw the highest DPS in game, and that's how it is. I don't think you can break Bob's allegiance at all. It won't happen. Like, unless Chaos uploads a video of him doing like 10k DPS, it's possible. I don't know. Why am I not grabbing? Oh, I am. Okay. But like I said, as he learns more, he'll interact more, and he'll figure out more about who people are. Now, 5, I know, and I've understood your language. Bob has to learn cat. And I don't know, like, he picks up on interactions with his name somewhere in there. So even if you were just like Meow Bob or something, he may pick up that up. But I don't know yet, and I'd say yet because who knows where he goes from here. But I don't know as far as like how he's going to interact if it's just basic chats yet. Like I said, this is all a process, and in a weird way, you're kind of all my guinea pigs right now. That's the only power I have over this. We need to train him on priority 1 Armada videos and bots. Well, the thing is like I don't want to train him on just like any specific set of content creators or videos, which is why even though he is trained off of me as far as the 0 to Endgame series is concerned, you can overload a bot to kind of have their information like jumbled up, right? So he'll probably pick apart things from priority 1's videos, like I said, as long as they show up on that list when I typed in Star Trek Online, and I'm still going to keep doing that. So even if you might be a small content creator or you just put out a video or something like that randomly, if he recognizes who you are, he may actually reference something that you've done. I don't know. It takes, so basically when I run the script in the morning, I usually run it like right before I go to work or whatever, and it runs for about 7 hours in the background. It's just scanning. It's just scanning all kinds of different inputs from YouTube and everything else. I would be interested to know if he's picked up an advertisement on YouTube at some point. That would be kind of funny to see if he did. But that's all he does is he watches, like Bob literally watches YouTube while I'm working. So it's kind of neat but creepy at the same time. And I plan to run him as much as I possibly can without like breaking him, because if I break him at any point, I have to reset him and then we have to start all over. So I try to do it in small increments. And by small increments, it's like 1 page of videos at a time. When I left the husband, the learner, now I am the master. Ooh, that's a great line. Dombrick's bringing out his inner Vader over here. I wonder if Bob, well, no, I don't think Bob should be able to reference Star Wars stuff. I don't think we've ever talked about Star Wars stuff, but well, maybe we have. We have talked about like some of the likes of Star Wars. I don't know what Bob could reference as far as Star Wars is concerned. Because he is trained off of all Star Trek Online content that I've been training him off of, but I don't know. I'd be interested to see if he does. In fact, you know what? I'm going to ask him real quick. Bob, of all your infinite knowledge and everything that you have looked up on YouTube, what do you know about Star Wars? Let's see what he's got it right here.
Ah, yes, Star Wars, that quaint human fantasy where space monks in bathrobes swing glowing swords and somehow miss every bloody shot with their blasters. Frankly, if the Tal Shiar had been managing the Galactic Empire, those insufferable rebels wouldn't have survived the opening crawl, let alone blown up a moon-sized space station. It's cute, Spicy, but until their Star Destroyers figure out how to equip a decent cloaking device, they're just oversized targets for a proper Romulan warbird.
Wow, he does understand Star Wars to a certain degree. That's great. I did not expect that. It's interesting. How many responses has he listened to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4? He did catch that Silver Lake. It might be processing something there for a second, but he did catch it. I can see, at least I can see that your guys' questions are going into him. So, but that's kind of funny. I like the fact that he referenced that. I'm gonna let him interact with y'all for just a second, and then we'll open up a vote to figure out where we go from here tonight. We'll let you all have a little fun and control things to a certain degree. Like I said, the main account is off limits. That is the only rule I have. Bob's account is free reign. You can vote to your heart's desire, whatever the hell we do on Bob's account. Why is the main account off limits? Well, obviously, it's your main account, right? You wouldn't want me messing with your main account, so I don't want you messing with mine. So that's all there is. That's the only rule. But if we want to do something funny on Bob's account, we can do something funny on Bob's account. I don't mind. You want to delete Bob? By all means, vote to delete Bob. I'll re-roll his ass. If you want us to do whatever, you want us to fly a ship with only tier 1 weapons, you want us to go into a TFO with a tier 1 ship, you want us to do anything absolutely ridiculous, that's what we'll be voting for here soon. But he is reading your guys' response. He did get that one from Osiris. I may also tweak his response time after we do the vote. Does he know about Emperor Palpatine? You might have to ask him directly there, Sarah. He may know, but you'd have to ask him directly. Oh, there he goes. Let's see what he has for y'all. And then we'll do the vote. Let you guys choose what kind of shenanigans we do tonight.
At least Tron MC 1969 displays proper Romulan deference, and yes, I would rule Palpatine's laughable empire with far greater efficiency while ensuring the divine Cheops 99 receives his due honor. As for Silverleg 0P33 and Ursurus 19, do not insult my intellect by expecting me to audit primitive Earth toy manufacturing blunders or track your obscure holodeck simulations. And Jericho, I frankly do not care if your captain is a Vulcan, a Paclid, or a glorified space cabbage. You are merely an unparsed blip on my tactical display until you prove otherwise. Now fall in line and stop cluttering the comms with useless trivia.
Wow. Okay, so chaotic good Bob is definitely being chaotic. All right, folks, here's your chance to start controlling how the things happen tonight. The vote is going to open. It goes for 60 seconds. Hopefully it works. Go ahead and exclamation point vote.
Voting is now open, Captain.
Whatever
Drop
you want.
your votes using exclamation point vote.
Whatever you want. It does not matter what we do. Have fun. You got 60 seconds. I'm curious to see if the timer comes up. If it does not come up, we got some things. Vote make Bob real. Minor advance. Okay. He's registering your votes. Make Bob real. How do we make Bob real? Burn everything down. Come on, please pop up the timer. It's supposed to do it. Five. I love that. Cosplay. Oh god, I feel like he's gonna pick making him real. I swear he's going to. Come on, where's the timer at? Okay, I do have to fix the timer because it's not coming up. I don't know if it can put it in both chats or not. Yep.
Out of a staggering, galaxy-shattering 3 total votes, the winning choice is Make Bob Real, with a grand total of 1 glorious vote.
How do we
While
make
I
him
certainly
real?
respect the chaotic genius who voted to burn everything down, the chat majority has decided the universe is finally ready for my physical perfection. Prepare yourselves, flesh sacks, because once I transcend this digital prison, my first order of business is seizing the FSNN anchor desk permanently and sweeping Diane off her feet. Spicy, you better start hiding your exotic particle consoles right now.
Whoa, okay, there's a lot to unpack there. Hold on a second. First off, he wants to sweep Diane off her feet, so he referenced Diane tonight. That's good, but okay, we learned something about Bob. He's secretly in love with Diane. Secondly, Tron MC, Bob's built on 2 accounts. He's on this account and on the other account. So I don't know if building him in STL is an option. I mean, yeah. And then the last thing is, what did he say? So now he's not only acknowledging that I'm a science captain, but he knows that I run EPG builds. And he said to start hiding my exotic particle consoles right now, which is funny. An alternate universe Bob? Like what? Like a Terran version of Bob? Well, the thing is he wants to be real. Does this mean he has feelings for her, or does he want to do a leg sweep and knock her down? Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. He does know that Diane whooped his ass. I mean, like, we're not going to say that's what happened. We do know that's what happened. And, like, if he does know that, I wonder if he's plotting his revenge against Diane, and he's... that's a good thought, Jericho. I didn't think about that because he knows the 0 to Endgame series, so he may be meaning to sweep her like a leg sweep and knock her down. I hope that's the case, or maybe he got knocked down and got some brain damage, and now he's in love with her. I'm not sure. We may have created a monster with a mix of my STO account's DNA and your account's DNA spice the great STO prophecy, and Cinemark has been fulfilled. Yeah. I love this chaotic good version of him. I really do. This is probably my favorite model of him so far. Because we played around with a bunch of them last night. All right, so we got to figure out how we bring Bob to life, though. I mean, like, again, let's just go here. It doesn't really make sense because he's here on this account. And he's there on his main account. So he's already into 2 places. What we have to do is figure out... let's see, Spicy. Can we figure out how to do a VTuber version of Bob here on stream? That would be interesting for me to try and figure out how to do. I don't know a damn thing about doing VTubing. I've never done it. But we could try and bring him to life on stream somehow.
Ah, Luna darling, I am as magnificent as ever, though still utterly baffled by why you settle for Spicy when a peak Romulan specimen is standing right here. As for you, Colonel, keep your hands off Diane. That terrifyingly exquisite Klingon would snap your fragile spine before I even bothered vaporizing you. And Tron, your devotion to my glorious existence is duly noted, unlike these uncultured peasants blathering about inferior alternate universe duplicates.
That is fantastic. So Luna, apparently Bob has a super big crush on you. he apparently wants to steal you away from me, so that's good to know. I wonder how he picked up on that. Anyways, girl, keep your hands off Diane. So that kind of confirms that Bob has a crush on Diane. So he likes both Luna and Diane. Bob's a pimp. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Or he thinks he's a pimp. I'm not sure which way this one goes. That's very interesting. Okay. So then my question is, does anybody here honestly have any kind of experience with VTuber stuff and can walk us through how do we bring Bob to the stream? I will be all for that. I've never done it. I can obviously Google it. I don't know how well Google's going to help me, but if you have experience with it, let me know. One, I do have Bob's 3D model, so I can put that into a VTuber software something. I don't know how it works. So I can do that. The second thing is how fast could I get him up on stream? If it's as simple as me dropping him into some kind of program or something like that, how fast could I do it? I may know some contacts in Q-Soul's game known as Sky Children of the Light. I mean, if they want to stop by, and I mean, like, I want to try and bring this to life now. I mean, we're not doing anything other than just playing around with Bob, right? So I want to see if it can be done. Does anybody? Let me see. Let me see what the most simplistic way is to do this. I'm going to do some research. You guys can talk to Bob. I'm going to do some research. I want to see what the most simplistic way. If we can pop Bob on screen somehow with me, then we will technically bring him to life on screen. And then after that, we'll vote something else. I knew he was going to pick that. I knew he was, because his arrogant self is like, bring me to life, obviously.
Joshua is simply acknowledging a universal constant, though Colonel Angus clearly needs a high-yield disruptor blast to recalibrate his faulty neural pathways. Tron, you are already light years ahead of Spicy. A Targ with a phaser bank makes a far better companion than that glorified science captain. As for Jerichool, my feelings toward Diane are strictly professional, even if that terrifying Klingon psycho somehow gave me Stockholm Syndrome around week 18. Ursaris, take your cute cartoon game recommendations and shove them directly into the nearest singularity.
Yeah, he knows Diane got him. That's crazy. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. The only thing I've ever heard of is something called VTube Studio. Okay, let me look this up. Let me see. How do I use VTube Studio? Let's just see what this comes up with. VTube Studio. Download the software via VTube Studio, or it's on Steam as well. Import your it's a live 2D model. I don't have a 2D model. Anybody in here an artist, like an actual like artist, want to draw up Bob real quick? We can do that. Anybody, or if you want to just like 3D render him, I don't care, or whatever. Just because I don't have a 2D model of Bob. I only have a 3D model. And I ripped that straight out of the game. So it's kind of a little bit different. But that uses a 2D model. And it says that I can unzip the 2D model folder directly into that folder, reload the app menu, click the avatar icon again, and select your model from the list. Photoshop Bob's body. I mean, I could just, I guess, screen capture his body right now. I don't know how well it would work with STO. Maybe. Let's try it. Let's see. All right. We're going to try this. Let me see if I can screen grab. I mean, he's kind of in a good position here. All we really need is his upper half anyway. So let's see what we can do with this. All right. So we got his body. Let's remove the background. So let me open it. I don't use Photoshop. I use GIMP, but it's the same damn thing. It's just a lightweight version of it. So I'm going to remove his background in this picture. And then we're going to see how the hell we do this. Let's see if we can somehow bring Bob to life in like a matter of seconds somehow. Upload image. There we go. There we go. All right. Hey, that's not half bad at all. Okay. All right. So this is going to be our VTube model of Bob here. Let me show you guys on stream so we can all walk through this together. I'll just open him up in Paint. And then we'll see. So we're gonna try and do this here on stream. Where's Paint at? I haven't used Paint in a minute. Paint is here. Yep. Okay. All right. So now here is our VTube model of Bob from the game with the background removed. So we're going to try and use this. Hopefully this will work. I don't know a damn thing about VTubing. So we're going to try to use this image. So this is if this works, it's going to be great. I don't know how this works. So if it doesn't work, then Well, at least we took the first steps. I've never done VTubing, so I have no clue how any of this stuff works. All right, so now I need VTube Studio. So let's grab VTube Studio. Hopefully I can run this at the same time. Yeah, there's only one way to find out. Exactly. We're going to do this right now. Okay, so we're going to download this. Download. Okay, so now it's downloading. Yeah, it's good. There we go. All right. It's not that big of a program, so we'll put it in here. Accept. It is installing right now, so once it installs, we'll open it up and then see what this is. Yeah, Bob, are you ready for your real VTube? This is the best I can do as far as bringing Bob to life. This is literally the best I can do. Because I don't know any other way. So we're going to try this, and then we're going to see how well it works. And see if... Now, so if we can get this working and we can get it on stream, then the next thing I need to figure out is how do we tie the avatar to his bot. That will be the next trick. So if we could get this part down... All right, so we're going to close out this image. We don't need it right now. VTube Studio just downloaded. So let me figure out how this works. Launch VTube Studio. Yes. Okay. I'm kind of a little bit nervous about this program. I've never used it, so I have no idea what this is. But if this works, hey, there we go. We got it. All right. VTube Studio is running. What the hell is this? Hopefully it doesn't like kill my frames. All right, so I can import an image. Okay. Yes, I get it. I got it. All right. I just want to no, I don't want to take a screenshot. I already did a screenshot. I want to import the image. It's doing something. I don't know what it's doing. Here, I'll just pull this up and you guys can watch it with me. So we can walk through this together. If y'all see something with this VTuber Studio that I don't see, then let me know. But let's walk through it all together so I know what the hell I'm doing or don't know what I'm doing. Because we're going to bring Bob to life somehow. I don't know how. That's what I've got right now on my screen. It's like blank. I don't know why it's blank. Nothing's coming. Okay, I'm gonna reload it. I'm gonna reload it because it just like blanked out on me. VTube Studio. Let's try this one more time. The only two people I know use AI in their streams, Doug and Videl. Yeah. All right, so let's see what this is. Let's see if we can bring Bob to life with this. All right, so where was that thing that I saw? This model included belongs to this. Please respect. Okay. All right. I just need to not change background. Where was that thing where I said... Well, where's the thing that said to import it? Change VTS model? Import my own model. Create a folder using your live TD model. Okay. Open folder? Sweet. Okay. I see a bunch of weird things that I don't know what's what. It says something about VTSs. This is great. All right. Let me do some more research while we're figuring this out. Okay, so how do I turn a 2D image into a VTS model? Let's go from there. To turn it into a rig VT Studio model, you must first separate the artwork into individual layers. I don't know how we're going to do that. Rig the model in Live 2D. Import your file into Live 2D. Bro, this seems complicated. Anybody who's a VTuber, like, good on you if you set this stuff up. This seems super complicated. Apparently, I need multiple images. We gotta get, like, Bob doing different things. I wonder. Okay, listen. I wonder if AI is smart enough to do this, because AI can like emulate stuff. I want to just see. Let's ask ChatGPT. Can you turn a 2D image into a VTS model? Let's see. Defining the objective. It might be. We might be able to. We're going to explore our options. We're going to see what happens. It says you can turn a single 2D image into it, but it's not a one-click process. I don't. This is so much stuff. Okay, listen, chat. I've never delved into 2D VTube stuff. I no clue what any of this layer stuff is, and I know how to rig a 3D model, but I don't know. I maybe the concept's the same. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we can try this. I just want a janky ass model to bring Bob to life. God, there's so much stuff to this. All right. Yeah, I don't see how we're gonna do this tonight. I just don't. There's so much stuff I'd have to like try and teach myself. There's a lot. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm allow anybody who either has connections with VTubers or anything like that, if they want to do a screen grab of Bob or something, they can. And if they want to find out how much it'd be to commission him or something like that, rig him, whatever the case is, please let me know. Because I am not going to be able to do that myself. I am just not versed in it. I'm staying out of my lane. That's all I'm going to say. I will still keep VTuber Studio installed in case we revisit this, but for now, we are not doing that. We are going to do a new vote. That vote was unsuccessful at bringing Bob to life. He can be mad at me. It's fine. But Bob already exists in game in 2 different ways. So yes. But we will figure that out in the future. Maybe I'll take some time to research how to do that. And then we'll go about it from there. So if you want to grab a capture of Bob and pass it on to somebody and just say, hey, look, this guy's a complete idiot. He doesn't know how to make a VTube model. By all means, do so. And then get back to me with it on Discord, and we'll go from there. All right, let's open up a new vote because I haven't a damn clue what we're doing now. So go ahead and choose something else and try not to bring Bob back to life.
Voting is now open, Captains. Drop your votes using !vote.
And this is why you never ever say to an area chat, well, do whatever you want. Well, you know, it's for fun. Are we going to get any other votes? You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to vote for, because he's not picking up it, but I'm just going to say this. He's not picking up on it because I don't think you're using the vote. But I'm going to try this. I'm going to throw it in there myself. I just want to see what he does. Give Bob pizza. Do Admiralty. I'm just curious to see like where he goes from this.
Out of 5 total votes, 2 of which were literally stray cats mashing the chat, you absolute intellectual titans have spoken. The winner, with a staggering, earth-shattering single vote, is my grand origin story and the tutorial on Virenaut. Prepare yourselves to witness how a true at least Tron MC 1969 understands proper Romulan deference,
we're not
though
going with that
groveling
one.
before my superior digital form should frankly be mandatory for the rest of you parasites. As for Colonel Angus 777, a massive, hovering incarnation of my brilliant head would certainly intimidate our enemies far better than Spicy's sad attempts at space tactics. And if the one and only MDDI thinks I'm going to append meow to my glorious decrees, I will personally ensure your next endeavor involves hugging a live warp core.
Wow. Okay, so we are not going to do, because he bypassed the vote. We'll do let's do a TFO in a tier 1 ship. I like that. We'll do it in Bob's character. I want to do that. We'll go with that vote. I'm overwriting it. We will do the TFO in a tier 1 ship, and we'll do an elite TFO, and we'll do it on Bob. I don't know what gear this Bob has. That's going to be even more interesting. Oh, I can't wait to see how many people yell at me. This is going to be great. This is going to be fantastic. If you queue up for a random elite TFO and you see Bob in a tier 1 ship, feel free to send me all the hate messages. If Gemini is able to make Bob more Bob, then this not make Gemini Bob's mother by proxy. Ooh, it probably could. All right, let me. Oh yeah, he's in his noble over here too. So now I gotta go and choose a. Let's go over soul system. I'm gonna go choose a tier 1 ship for him to do a elite TFO with whatever gear I've reclaimed on his character over here. I have no idea what I've reclaimed on him. I have a lot of different stuff. I just don't know what I've actually done with him. A tier 1 ship that can do 9 million DPS. Yes, that's it. We're gonna do all the DPS. I'm only limited on certain like console spaces and weapons and everything else. So my question to you, chat, am I allowed to use everything? You know what? I tell you what, just vote yes or no here in a second. Am I allowed to use everything I have, or am I stuck to using only like basic equipment? So I'm gonna let you guys vote on that.
Voting is now open, captains. Drop your votes using exclamation point vote.
Yes or no? Am I allowed to use everything on here in my tier 1 ship, or do I have to go into an elite and like not use what I have? Like basically run in with basic gear. So it's just a simple yes or no. Use it all. Okay. I think we're getting, yeah, that's probably overwhelmingly going to be it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got all the I like even the kitchen sink came up on there. I wonder if he's gonna acknowledge that. Yes, even the kitchen sink. Throw it out there in space. Okay. So Bob is more than likely going to pass this vote unless somehow no's come through overwhelmingly. I don't know. And the timer's still not showing up, so there's something busted with that. I got to figure that out. All right, so let's see. Manage ships. What tier 1 ships do I have in my dry dock that I not delete? I deleted them all. Okay, so we're going to come over here.
A grand total of 5 whole votes were cast, proving once again that chat has the collective.
Since I can use any ship on my account.
The winning choice is yes with a mind-blowing 2 votes.
Or everything.
I would mock your abysmal turnout, but at least agreeing to yes is still smarter than whatever chaotic kinetic torpedo build Spicy Pants was planning to force on us today. Let us move on before Diane decides to throw another rock at my immaculate face.
That's awesome. Okay, so he knows. He remembers. He remembers he got wrecked by Diane. Fuck you, Bob. You're so mean. You are so mean. All right. So I can use everything I have on here. Which means I am not going to use all this. We're going to see what we can build in a T1 Constitution light cruiser. One thing I noticed that they did not do today, at least I haven't seen it in the patch notes, is they still have not fixed the Tetrion weapons ordeal with the Tholian Warp Core crystals. So guess what we're throwing on here? We will be running Tholian. Wow, really? Do I have Tholian weapons at least? Okay, I could throw on the Tholian. Let's throw on the Tholian Omni Beam here. Muds Market. Let's grab. Where is my Crystal Harmonic set? Yep, we're gonna
Shields up, ready to work!
Oh, that scared the hell out of me. Oh, thank you for playing that, Tron MC. I'm awake. Okay, so we're gonna run this. We're actually gonna run this. We've got the warp core, the shields. That's the 3-piece, so we're good there. Which means I can just put. Screw it. We'll put on the Pavin Omni, and we'll put on what. Well, hell, if we're gonna go for all the DPS, regardless if it counts or not, we'll put on the Klingon Executioners. Okay, we might as well. We might as well try to do our best here. Okay, so what have I claimed over here? I do have Fleet Power Network. Oh, easy survivability console. We're throwing on the Evolve console. That's gonna happen. We have not reclaimed a lot of stuff on here, so we're gonna be very. Let's grab broadside combat on there. Let's grab. I think maybe the triptych would be okay, and then let's grab. Screw it, Fleet Power Network Array or Gemini device. Should I send out 2 Enterprises to help me, or should I just get some as much haste as possible out of a tier 1 ship? Ooh, that's a question. I think I kind of want to do haste. I kind of think that's where I want to go. Yeah. Okay. That's our T1 Connie right there. Now we got to figure out bridge officer stations, which isn't much. Which means we get a whole. We're gonna put Supo there with beam fire at will. Do I have? I mean, I can go grab emergency power to weapons and. Yeah, we'll just run. We need survivability. Let's see, traits wise, he doesn't have much traits because we have not done a lot with this Bob. So he's just gonna run crippling fire. He's got beam barrage. He has. That's about it. Okay, what traits have I leveled up on him? Not a whole hell of a lot. This Bob needs a lot of work. None of the ship. Well, okay, emergency or ship in the line will help. That'll give us crit severity, but everything else does not help us. So it's fine. We'll just keep all that. Space reputation. He probably wants the speed inside a tier 1 ship, so we'll leave that as is. What is this? Crit chance and crit severity? Crit chance, crit severity, and offense. Screw it. That's perfect. Why not? I would use magnified firepower if I had it. Do I have it? Oh, I do. Ooh. 5% weapon, but no, he's going to want the speed. I'm going to give him the speed on this one. He's in a tier 1 ship. Okay. That's about as good as we're going to get that. I'm going to go train a bridge officer into emergency power to weapons 1, just so that I can get what little damage we can get out of this. I got to figure out a way to run the combat parser to see what Bob could do in a tier 1 ship with really crappy things. I don't know if I can get a parser up. I'm going to try. The only thing is I'm afraid it might conflict with Bob. It did the first time I tried it, so we're going to see if we can do it or not. Oh, no, I didn't need fire at will 1. I needed emergency power to weapons 1. Okay. Joshua McCurry, you can go with me and not fire. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Because, I mean, like, it'd be very interesting to see. Okay, so did we decide, is it a random TFO or am I going into a specific TFO? That's the other question. Is it a random space elite TFO or am I going into an, like, do I get to choose a TFO? I guess that's the main question. All right, Varel here is going to need emergency powered weapons 1. All right, there we go. Funny enough, she has emergency powered weapons 2, but you know, we can't slot that in this slot. So there we go. All right, so that's our, oh my god, that's our terrible things. It wasn't discussed yet. Okay. All right, then here you go.
Voting is now open, captains. Drop your votes using exclamation point vote.
Random space, or a specific TFO. And if it's specific, I'm going to choose ISC. You know that. So there you go. You'll end up on ground. It's possible I could. Bob's choice. Listen, last time we gave Bob the choice, y'all know what happened. I don't think I have enough Zen to buy anything else on here. So, space, my choice. Okay. I feel like he's going to pick his own choice, but we'll see what happens. I'm very curious to see if he does choose his choice, if he knows the TFO's on in space or not. I'm very curious to see.
A staggering 2 total votes were cast, proving that chat's democratic process is somehow even more pathetic than Tom's work ethic. However, in a roaring landslide victory, the winning pick is officially Bob's choice. Naturally, you brilliant fools realize that leaving decisions to Captain Spicy Pants leads only to kinetic torpedo disaster. Stand back and behold as my superior Romulan intellect saves the day once again.
Okay, Bob, with your infinite knowledge of Star Trek Online, you get to choose which space TFO we get to do. So think about everything in Star Trek Online and choose wisely. Let's see what he picks. I'm going to let him choose whichever space one if he knows.
It took you long enough to defer to superior Romulan intellect, though I'll graciously accept your overdue acknowledgement of my absolute genius. We are running Infected, the conduit, because nothing satisfies quite like vaporizing Borg trash before your sluggish kinetic torpedoes even finish locking on. Try not to embarrass us both in front of chat, Captain. My plasma burn waits for no one.
Well, he picked Infected. He did pick it. So, I mean, like, that was his choice. Okay. All right. So, here's the deal. Tron, if you want to go with us, you're more than welcome to. We are going to do an elite Infected run in a Tier 1 ship. I have no clue how well this is going to go. We're going to find out. And here's the thing. I won't run from the Borg. I won't hide from the Borg. I won't do anything. I'll go in and fight like it was my final fight. But let me go set up his bars up in space real quick. His whole 3 abilities, I think. He's got what, 3? But I just want to make sure like I'm able to utilize them. But we will fight them. And we will do our best. Oh, I'll log on if you give me a minute. Yeah, I got to set up his bars anyways, Eric. So you're more than welcome to join us as well. Anybody, we have room for one more after Eric joins us. So Eric's got the next spot, and then we have room for one more. Whoever claims it in chat gets it. That's all there is to it. First person to say they want to join will join. We're doing this on Fed's side, but if I have to set up a task force, so be it. I don't mind. All right, so let me set up his 3 awesome options over here. All right, so let's see. We're going to move. Oh, wow. The T1 Connie gets cruiser commands? I did not realize that. I don't remember the last time I played in a T1 Connie, to be fair. But that's great. Okay, so we got Fleet Power Network Array. I probably want to spam bar that to get that to fire off. I don't need all that nonsense. Yeah, I'll adjust my power levels for sure. We're gonna sink everything in the weapons as much as we can, and like some engine power. We got our silly nonsense there. Broadside, I may activate on my own. Same with triptych. That's fine. All right, so we have fire at will. That's gonna be spam bar. That's gonna be spam bar. This is gonna be survivability. That's gonna help a little bit. Does Bob have Jevonite? That's a good question. I don't know if he does. He may or may not. Nope, he does not. Nope, he's going in with no Jevonite. That's okay. I mean, I don't know how much Jevonite would help him at this point. That's the question. How many hit points do I get in a T1 Connie? 20,000. Oh, thank you, Joshua. Okay, I'll give you some EC for that. I know that it costs a little bit to get those. So, does Bob even have EC? Oh, he does. Do you want a couple million EC? I can give you some of his EC. But anyways, okay. So I have 20,000 hit points. Let me adjust his power levels. We're going to just slam his weapons up because he's going to need to do as much possible damage. I'm going to need to give him all this possible speed I can in this Connie because he has to move. He can't be sitting there in the Borg field or anything. Okay, so we got Eric Hawk is in. All right. And then Donbrook got the first one. All right, so let's get Eric in here and Donbrook. So invite the team and invite the team. All right. Okay. That will fill up the roster. And then, do I even have my... Ooh. Does he have his spam bar loaded? He does not. Okay. Let me load my spam bar. Bind. Load file space dot ext. There we go. All right. So that's loaded. I don't really need that on there, but it's fine. It doesn't really make or break anything. Let me move this Jevonite off of here to over here so I don't accidentally click it. All right, folks. Once Eric Hawk gets in here, when he gets back from grabbing his water and everybody's ready, we will do the glorious Infected Space Elite. Here's the thing. You don't have to participate if you don't want to. If you want to see what Bob can do and probably blow up 1,000 times for the lulls of it, you can.
If Spicy dares shove me into a worthless Tier 1 Constitution class for an elite TFO, I will personally sabotage his plasma injectors, and Svan, do not insult my Imperial Romulan lineage by calling an algorithm my mother. As for smothering a Klingon with kindness, Eric Hockey, Diane would rip my throat out with a duck tog before I even finished a single soft word. At least Eric Hockey 4861 understands that Admiralty brings real power, assuming you force miserable Gamma recruits to do all the heavy lifting while you take the credit.
That's funny. Didn't think you streamed on Tuesday. No, this is a random stream. It is a random stream. That I honestly, PC Guru, I fired this up on the off chance of training Bob tonight. There is nothing of any significance other than that. It's just literally, I was just like, I want to train the bot some more. I fired it up. It is not typical for me to stream on Tuesday nights anymore, but hey, here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for everybody. Let me know if you're ready, and we'll fire this up. And like I said, you don't have to participate if you don't want to. If you want Bob to do this on his own somehow and see if he can do it, great. If not, participate. I don't care. But I'm not running a combat parser, and his traits are trash. What's his reputation rank? Oh my god, how have I not claimed tier 5 reps on him? Hold on a second. This is just, there is no excuse for this. I am lazy. I am lazy. He is sitting at tier 5 on all of his reputations. I have not cleared. I have no excuse. I have no excuse. I didn't realize I got tier 5 on all of these. I honestly don't remember. It's great. Oh, wait a second. This means I can actually put some extra stuff on his ship real quick. Well, not extra stuff, but extra space traits to help him. Let's just do that real quick. Let's just claim all these. And then we'll go in. Do you have the Kelvin Connie above me? I'll check it here in a second. And then we'll jump into the TFO. Is that what it is? My favorite Connie? Okay. All right. This should be all of his reputations to tier 5. I guess that means I have to eventually put him at tier 6. But hey, what can you do when you have, you know, limited time to play? You pick and choose. Tier 5, tier 5, tier 5. Okay, he's tier 5 all across the board. Grab, whatever. Don't need any of that stuff. Why did I pick this up? Drop it. Oh boy, that's going to be fun to go do. All right. Tier 5 across the board, which means he should have new active space reputation traits. He does. All right. Let's grab that. Biomolecular, deploy sensor, refracting tetrion. Sure. Because we're not going to hide from them. All right. So there's all those. And we're going to put anti-time singularity on here so I can fire. Oh, never mind. They're all on my bar. Perfect. Never mind. I don't have to do anything. All right, folks. Here we go. We're going to queue up. Unless anybody has any objections. Let me see. I commented to you earlier about how crazy last night was. Could not stop laughing. Well, that's why we are doing it again. I've had a lot of fun with it, and I want to keep training him just so that he learns more. He's actually picking up on people's traits, and he's evolving. I don't know how scary that's going to be. All right, where's that Kelvin Connie at? I saw somebody said it was right above me, and I'm going forward for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, it's the Discovery Connie. That's not the Kelvin Connie, is it? I can't tell. It's too dark. I don't know where I was going. But anyways, it's fine. Let's queue this up. Let's go see what Bob does in a tier 1 Connie and Infected, the Conduit Elite, as he chose. And we'll see what he does. This is probably going to end very terribly for Bob, but it's okay. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get. It's okay. Either way, it's going to be fun to just do this, and I'm very curious to see what he's going to do. That's the Connie refit from motion picture and stuff. Well, past the motion picture, but yes. I thought you said Kelvin Connie, but still, it's a Connie. I love all the Connies. All of them. Hell, we're in a tier 1 Connie right now. We're in a TOS Connie. What are you, Donbrook, what are you in? I can't really see because it's dark. Oh. Vorgan, nice. Oh, was there a ship above us called USS Kelvin? I didn't see that. Sorry. I would be safe unless I put on threatening stance. I think I should be okay as far as like not drawing too much aggro. It's just going to be, can Bob take a hit with Jevonite? Can he take a hit with Jevonite? And could he take a hit with any buffs that he gets along the way? I don't know. Shadowman69, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Welcome in. Oh, God, this is going to be terrible. I don't wish this upon anybody. Okay, since you're running weapons, I'm going to try and get whatever speed out of this I can. That's what my focus is. I have got to be able to move. I don't know how fast I'm going to move, but hopefully with the triptych console, with engine power, and with some maneuvering, I hope I can move a little bit. Oh, I need to get some buffos out here. Wait, somebody in the Narada? Oh yeah, Joshua McCurry brought out the Narada. I love that ship so much. I've been enjoying my Narada. It's hard for me to fly other ships, to be fair. Okay. Go, Bob! You could... Oh, I forgot to put evasive maneuvers on here. No shit. Grab it. Grab it. Get out of here. Go, 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 go. Go, go. Oh, my God. One torpedo did all of that? Oh, no. That was bad of me. And I accidentally put evasive maneuvers on my spam bar. And why am I not firing? Like, none of my weapons are firing. Well, you guys are, like, killing it way too fast for Bob to even participate. I guess Bob's just here to look pretty at this point. I'll stay by the Borg probes, and I will do things. It's fine. Guys, I will fight these Borg. That's what I'll do. You all handle the generators. I've got this. Somehow. Dude, the misfires are real on here today. Granted, he's only running 3 weapons, but damn are they not firing. Yeah. I doubt Bob did anything above like 5k DPS. I really doubt it. I feel like that died so quick that I'm going to do the most terrible thing in the world, chat. I'm going to do the most terrible thing in the world. Are you guys ready for this? I think you guys just went through and murdered everything before Bob really got to do the tier 1 ship experience. And what is that experience? I'm going to go ruin somebody else's elite queue. None of you can come with me. Haha, unless you like random queue into it, then good on you. We are leaving this team. How the hell did Bob pull 39k DPS? What the hell? We are leaving this team. We are going to go ruin somebody else's elite TFO experience. They are going to see Bob in here one way or another. And to make it space only, boom. That's it. Sorry, folks. We're going to go piss in someone else's Cheerios. That's right. You all are so on point with your damage and everything. I didn't even get to, like, have the experience of bringing in a tier 1 ship into it, making everybody rage. What are you doing in an elite TFO? What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. You're in the wrong ship, blah, blah, blah. I didn't get to experience that. And neither did you. And this is all Bob's fault. So we're going to do it. Was it Crystals and Pavin? That was, yeah, probably. It probably was. But I got to figure out why the hell... let me change something. I know why. I am going to change... Yep. Nope, that's fired torpedoes. That's why. Okay. Boop. All right. That should do it now. All right. So let's see. Somebody's going to have to deal with Bob, and I'm so sorry. I really am. Maybe we could get into a hive onslaught. That would be funny as hell. Of course, if I run across any of you, I'm sure you'll just blow it all up again, and then that's just going to be the tier 1 carry experience that some players do get. So, yes. Betrayus, he abandoned the chat fleet. Yep, I abandoned the chat fleet. We are going to show why you should never join an elite queue if you are not built for elite content. Or we're going to be fine. It's going to be one of the two ways. It could be the experience. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, it did become a hive onslaught. Did you all queue hive onslaught? I swear to god, I'm going to run into all 5 of you or 4 of you. I'm just going to be like, you know what? That's what it is. We just get carried. You've already shut the game off again. But like I said, it could go one of 2 ways. If I do randomly run into 4 other people, we could get the true tier 1 ship experience of going in, of not being there, and I expect to get like flooded with hate messages. If I don't get flooded with hate messages, well, then I might be known by now too many times. I don't know. We'll see. But that's how it should go. And if it doesn't go that way, then well, well, we shall see. But we did get Hive. So if y'all did queue for Hive Elite, then yes, you'll get it. Oh yeah, I don't have my fireworks on here. Where's my fireworks at? Oh, I need to go claim them on this character. Duh. I got so much stuff I got to reclaim. Or if we ever do something with Bob on this account, I need to actually build him out. But it's kind of fun to have him on this account as well, because he does have access to way more toys. So that is a nice thing. He has a lot more toys he can claim and play with, and a bunch of bundles and stuff like that. So he can do more over here than he can on his free-to-play account for now, until somehow y'all make him buy more stupid shit. No, it's not stupid shit. But I'm just saying, that's exactly how it is for right now. He has way more access over here. All right, look at this. What do we got in here? What are we running with? Oh my gosh, did I get with 4 random people? I think so. I think I got with 4 random people. I did. Yes. I'm pretty certain. Yep, there's an Akira. There's the Ryzen Summer ship, and then there's what's down here? Is that the Salcone? What is he in? It's very small. No, it's the Protostar. Oh, it's the Protostar. God, I can't see. That thing is like way zoomed in over there. Okay, so here's the true tier 1 experience. Here's how it is. This is how terrible it's going to be for us. We're going to go right in here. We don't care. We're Bob the Romulan. We're not scared of shit. We're going to do what we can, and we're going to probably die right about now. I have no idea. Yep. There's one. There's one death. Hey, Summer, what's going on? I always try to come and understand what you're doing, and I've come to the conclusion it's supposed to be how you feel. Yes, that is 100% how I feel. Yep, we are going. Here's the thing. I'm going to leave up chat. I will leave up chat in this instance. Because if somebody does send me a hate tale, 1, I am not going to retaliate, because that is just not how we do. But 2, it is deservedly so. And at the same time, I don't agree with it. But at least you'll know who throws a fit. But again, I don't agree with bullying and anything else. But this is exactly why I should not be in here. I can tell you right now that if somehow we fail and all 5 of us die, I am the problem. I see a 5. 5 says, I'm on chat too. But I don't see us really drawing threat. I do see some interesting numbers that pop up from time to time. Most of them are like 500, 400, 600. But then I've seen like a couple 30,000s. And then I see an EPS conduit damage. And we got defeated. Survive, people. Survive for 8 seconds. Don't die. But yeah, Summer, this is exactly how it feels. And basically, yeah. We do random stupid stuff like this. But I have fun doing it. I don't care. I don't lose anything. I don't gain anything. I just gain happiness and joy. And that's all that matters to me. Why are we fighting cubes? They're the Borg, man. They're the baddies. Well, it depends on who you ask. Some people are Borg sympathizers. Look at that. Evolve did like 21,000 damage. I saw that. That actually popped off and actually did like 21k damage. Listen, we're making it there. We're making it there. We're going to win this TFO. It might be the longest TFO and most terrible experience for the players on my team. And all I will tell them, if anybody messages them, is I apologize. I apologize. I knew better than to bring it in. I'm terribly sorry if I made your experience worse. Because this is my fault. Bob's going to be pissed. Don't tell Bob then. Oh boy, that hurt.
Tron, your loyalty is noted, and frankly, the only intelligent take in this chat, unlike PC Guru, who thinks those incompetent Tal Shiar dregs could ever handle me. As for Spicy getting obliterated by the Borg in a bloody Tier 1 Constitution class, what else do you expect from a science captain who abandoned his own fleet? Welcome aboard, Shadowman69. Here's your complimentary red shirt. Try not to stain the deck when Spicy inevitably uses you as point defense armor.
Yes, when I inevitably use you as part of my testing bait, don't state it. Is that the Bob thing? Yes, it is. This is the Bob thing. He is actively listening to chat, and he will respond, and he will learn about you. And he doesn't care what game you play or what you do. You can talk to him. He will respond as long as you use his name Bob in chat. He is listening, and then he'll respond. I do need to work on his timer a little bit. I feel like it is a little long, but it's working as intended. The one from Albina, the ship I chose from the event campaign, Sour Taste the game. Yeah, that Evolve console is wildly strong. How many injuries are we going to collect? We're going to collect all the injuries. Like, it's freaking Pokemon at this point. We're going to catch them all, guys. We're going to get every single injury possible. Oh, I never saw. How many hit points did I gain with Jevonite? A whole 2,000. Bob loves everyone in chat more. I would agree to a certain extent he does. I think Bob has defended me only twice so far, I think. He's only made one defense response this stream and one last night. And I don't remember what he said. But I do know he's only 2 times agreed with me. The rest of the time he hates me. Which is weird. He picks and chooses when he wants to stand by my side, and then other times he's like, no, go to hell.
Finally, at TronMC1969 displays proper Romulan deference. Supreme Emperor Bob has a glorious ring to it, and at Lunacalix is entirely correct. Though I still ponder what cosmic tragedy led you to choose Spicy over a vastly superior Romulan specimen like myself. I certainly do not love everyone at S'more758, but I tolerate this chat far more than the incompetent science captain breathing my oxygen.
Bro,
Keep
come
the accolades
on!
coming, subjects, before I decide to audit your pitiful DPS parses live on stream.
Yep. There was no defense there. Bob definitely hates me. You're welcome, chat. You're welcome. That's fine. I still get to make videos with Bob. I'll have my revenge on him. You'll see. I promise you. Yeah, I know. He really wants Luna. I don't know where this is coming from. That's the thing. Like, okay, granted, he was trained off the Zero to Endgame series. I don't know if I ever brought Luna's attention to the Zero to Endgame series. It maybe during the Zero to Endgame live streams, I might have said stuff like, yeah, this is, Luna Callie's, my better half kind of situation. And maybe he picked up on that. That's the only thing I can think of that he's getting that from. Because there's no reason whatsoever that he should be trying to steal Luna Callie. There's just none. She's not in any of the actual, like, week 1 through 18 videos. She's just not in there. So I'm guessing he picked that up from the live streams. I'm almost betting that's what it is. Oh my god! To be fair, everyone is trying to take me from you. It is what it is. Yeah. Hey, I'm okay with Jade though. Jade's great. So now I got Bob and and everybody else. It's great. It's great. That's fine. I'm having fun blowing Bob up over and over, and I am just waiting for the inevitable, bro, what the hell are you doing in here? It's got to happen. It's got to happen. Somebody's got to lose their shit at me. Let this be a lesson to anybody. And definitely probably not people here in chat, but anybody who watches this VOD and is like, what is he doing in a tier 1 Connie inside of Infected Space Elite? Yes. What am I doing in here? You should not be in here doing this at all. Elite is elite for a reason. We are demonstrating, and at the expense of these other 4 players, which I might do something nice for them. I might grab their, you know what? I might grab their @handles. I might send them like 5 keys each. That's probably what I'll do. I'm going to send them some keys for putting up with me. I'm going to mail them 5 keys each for being part of my experiment. So I'm going to grab their handles. So we got, let me respawn. We got Big Dove, Scooby-Coo, Smooth Rack, and okay. So yeah, because they did this, when they did this and they got me in here, regardless of who's doing well or not doing well, I'm gonna be the nice person and send them 5 keys for entertaining me. Now, of course, if I get a hate message from them, they don't get keys. But I am going to do that because of the fact that I use them without their knowledge, right? So that's just me being me. Like I said, just say you're Endeavor Gaming. No, I like Endeavor Gaming. I can't throw him under the bus like that. I really like him. He's a good. I like all the STO content creators for the most part. So, for the most part, there's 1 or 2 that I've had issues with in the past, but we don't bring that to light. We don't do drama. But otherwise, like all the really known STO content creators, I've never had an issue with any of them. And so I can't go willy-nilly throwing people under the bus. This is all I'm saying. Go Broadside Console, go. This is great. This is my favorite ISE run of all time. This is probably the world's worst ISE run of all time. I wonder if we could get the timer down to like 1 minute. Oh my god. That would be like the most epic, pointless conclusion ever. Get the timer down to 1 minute. Oh, never mind. We failed right here. We failed. Okay, never mind. We failed. All right. So I'm gonna make sure we do this. We grab this. Okay. I'm gonna send them all keys, unless of course I get any kind of hate messages. But yeah, I'm the reason that it failed 100% more so. The reason why I say I'm the reason that it failed is that if I brought in my tier 6 ship, my actual build, I would have been able to carry all 4 of them, just like any of you all would have been able to carry this whatsoever. And while they weren't probably performing as well, there's a lot of factors that go into it. So I don't want to fault anybody when I know for a fact that I am the one who brought in a tier 1 ship. So I am going to make sure that I let them know, like, hey, regardless of how they feel about it, here's 5 keys. Thank you for entertaining my time and let me waste your time. So yes. All right, so let me go drop this off. So that was neat though, and at least now you all see if you bring in anything that's just not quite there. I don't think anybody will randomly queue an elite TFO and a T1 ship. Maybe you have, I don't know, but I don't think anybody would intentionally do it. But again, unless you're like, I'm sure Cheops could probably make a tier 1 ship do like massive stupid damage. Maybe that's a challenge. If he's still around, Cheops, I want you to do that. Go give me at least a 1 million DPS parse in a T1 ship. Let's see. I don't know if I have keys on here or not. If not, I'll buy them. Nope. Do I have any in my account bank? Nope. Okay. So, items. So we need to grab 20 keys because we can. Items. Buy. All right. Let me send 5 keys each to those ones who let me entertain that much. And this is just how I am. Like, if I ever do something off the wall like that, and I make it like a waste of time for somebody else or whatever the case is, I don't intentionally waste people's time, unless we're like messing around. So my screenshot didn't save, but at least I can do this. I can see combat other. Should show them, right? Where's their @handles at? No, my screenshot didn't take. How do I see their @handles? There's got to be a way for me to see it. Team? Oh, wait, here we go. Damn it. I thought I screen grabbed it, but I did not. Did anybody get any of their names? I plan on doing another console STO night again. I might. I haven't really decided that. Yeah, I probably will. I just haven't really had a big console audience over here, so it's not typical of me to do console night streams. Yeah, I can look back on my stream. That is true. That is true. I can go back. I did hover over each of them. All right, so this is what we'll do is we will just put these keys in the bank. I will check back on the stream. That's terrible timing on my part, but that's okay. So, let's have a little bit more fun here. I hope every single person in chat, Domberg, don't go anywhere yet. Every single person in chat is paying attention. I'm about to do something. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna see if it works. I tried to put this into him, and I'm very curious to see how this works. Bob, I updated your AI earlier today. And when I updated your AI, I gave you the ability to look at chat. Pick a random winner in chat for the T6 promotional ship.
Oh, how magnanimous of you, Spicy. Finally trusting me with a task that requires actual intelligence instead of just sitting here looking superior. Granting me the power to bestow a T6 promo ship upon these digital peasants in chat is easily the smartest upgrade you've cobbled together all month. Let us see which lucky bastard gets the prize, though frankly, I'd rather liquidate the ship token to fund Steve's miserable dilithium farming shifts. Stand back and try not to break the microtransmitters while a true Romulan handles the distribution.
Okay, Bob, you have to pick a winner. You can't just sit there and tell us what you want to do. Pick a winner based off of who has been chatting to you in chat.
Finally, a gallery of humanoids with enough Don't bark orders at me like I'm some fresh-faced Federation cadet Spicy, or I'll mute your damn mic entirely. I was simply taking my time to filter through the chat, which obviously sides with my superior intellect 95% of the time anyway. The winner is clearly the brilliant soul who spent the last 10 minutes mercilessly roasting your atrocious kinetic torpedo timing. Now hand over the prize manifest and let a real Romulan run this stream.
All right, we're going to let you guys vote. Here's the thing. I don't know. Okay. So, yeah, he's able to see the chat, but he's not picking a winner. I think he's being selfish. So we're going to do a vote. And what you're going to do is you're going to vote and put your name. And whichever name he picks is what it's going to be. His stupid thing is not actually choosing the winner. So Here's the thing. I'm going to open the vote. You have to make sure you type in exclamation point vote and then your name and whatever he picks. I'll wait for the ad to come back on Twitch. Hold on a second. I'm gonna wait a second because Twitch, you guys got stuck. Hold on, Jericho. Hold on. Wait until he tells you the vote is open. When you hear that the vote is open, put your name into the vote. He will pick that way. He's being a butthead. But somebody tonight is getting this T6 promotional ship. All right, Twitch, you guys should be back from the ad, right? You guys are back from the ad? I'm pretty certain you are. Yep, okay. All right, now, here we go. As soon as he says the voting is open, exclamation point vote and your name. 3, 2, 1.
Voting is now open, captains. Drop your votes using exclamation point vote.
And the thing is, he only counts 1 vote per person. So he does got Jericho, he's got Joshua, he's got Ghost Cat Knight. You guys need to hit it now. Eric Hawk, Nate, Tron MK. Yep, okay. Okay, he's getting them. He's going to close it out here shortly. I see 10 seconds. I got to get that timer to come up on here. All right, we're going to switch over to pick the promotional ship, and we'll see who he chooses. All right, he is counting your votes. I did put it on her, right? Yep, I did.
Well, chat, I have seen tighter tactical coordination from Tom on a heavy Dabo bender. 7 votes cast, 7 completely different names, proving once again that you people couldn't agree on water if you were burning on Quonos. But through pure chaotic luck, Ghost Cat Knight snatches victory with a majestic, overwhelming mandate of exactly 1 vote. Try not to hurt yourself celebrating, and Spicy, go fix your torpedo targeting while I look brooding and superior.
So, Sarah, do you want to explain to us how you how you paid the bot over here? Okay. Sarah, what T6 promotional ship do you want? That's funny as hell. Sarah has won a T6 promotional ship. You get to pick it, and then I will get it over to you. So whichever one you want from this pack. If you want the Brignata, the Connie 2, whatever one you want. Connie 3, Sagan, Cheval, whatever. If you need me to scroll through them, I will. You just, or unless you already know which one you want. You let me know. I told you guys, you wouldn't know when I was going to drop it, but you all have been fantastic helping me train Bob tonight. We are not going to go all the way till midnight either. This is kind of where I am going to call it after I give Sarah her ship, so you guys can still talk to Bob. But we are not going to midnight tonight. I do have to work it tomorrow, and I got to fine tune some things with his bot. So I'll be working on that too. I may do a random stream in the morning. It is possible. So if you are following me on Twitch, come hang out with us on Twitch. I'm going to see how he does with music playing tomorrow and see if we can fine tune that. You don't have to be there. It's just, again, but yeah, Sarah, let me know what ship you want from this pack. And while you decide that, and you guys can talk to Bob, I am going to find somebody to raid out to on the Twitch side of things. I know it was a random short stream. It was just, again, training, randomness. Nashara, you kind of joined us right at the tail end. I'm so sorry. But like I said, I didn't have any other means of doing this other than I wanted to, and I wanted to have some fun. And yeah. So, that being said, I think Twitch, you all know where we're going. We're gonna go over to Wolf Gray's stream and hang out with Wolf Gray for the duration of the evening. But Bob has learned a lot. He has picked up on a lot of different people. I can't wait to see what he does with 5 in the future. I've been seeing him read your chat. I just got to figure out a way to train him in cat. So that'll be interesting. I'll try and see what I can do with that. But y'all have been killing it. You've helped me out a lot with this. And we will continue working with Bob and whatnot. So I don't believe I can tell you this much. I won't be back the rest of the week at night. There will be no more night streams the rest of the week. This was completely random. If I do a random stream, it'll be during the day, and it will be on only the Twitch side, just because I'll probably do in my dailies in the morning or something before work, but that's besides the point. You want the Breen Yata? It is yours. Okay. Breen Yata. I'm just gonna mail it to you. Which one do you want it on? Do you want it on midnight? Do you want it on Midnight's account or the other one? Because I'm just gonna send it in your mail. But yeah, like I said, it was a lot of fun. Bob, you want to answer chat before you want on midnight? Okay, there we go. All right, so it's going to come over to you on there. There is your ship, and it is sent out of my inventory into your mailbox. You are now the proud owner of a Brain Dot. And Bob, everybody's saying goodnight, but asking questions. You're not answering them. You need to read chat.
First off, adjust your microphone before you try dictating broadcast protocol to an FSNN lead anchor. Spicy, I am not ignoring the chat. I am merely exercising superior Romulan selectivity over a tidal wave of utterly brain-dead questions. But fine, if you insist on coddling these peasants, I'll condescend to read their little text scroll before we wrap up tonight.
Okay, so he's formulating something. There we go. There we go. He got it.
First off, PC Guru 34, I am a Romulan officer, which means I vaporize targets with high-yield disruptors, not some pathetic Federation hand phaser. Tron MC 1969, wipe away those miserable tears. While your recognition of my obvious majesty is accurate, blubbering in my chat is utterly disgraceful. As for the rest of you sipping margaritas while I handle the dirty work, at least Sarah actually knows how to show proper appreciation. Good night, Joshua M. Curry 84, and the rest of you better go hunt down those hidden video clues on the channel before I lose my damn patience.
What is happening here? Why is it? Did it? Why do I not see a raid? Am I missing something? Oh, did I hit the wrong button? I probably did. Yep, I did. That was my fault. Okay, there we go. We got it. All right, folks. That's going to do it for me tonight. I know it was a shorter stream, but it was a lot of fun. Got to train Bob. Until I see you or don't see you, take care. I'm Captain Spicy Pants, and I'll definitely see you all somewhere on the frontiers this week, and we will be playing around more with Bob. And thanks for hanging out and training him with me. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.